Hello, welcome back to WINFXTRADING YouTube channel, the channel that has been optimized to make you rich trading the Forex synthetic market. In today's video, I'm gonna teach you something that you haven't come across, and this is gonna change the way you approach the market. Okay, if this is your first time of visiting this YouTube channel, do your best to subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you get notified each time I upload the new content, and try to refer this channel to a network so that YouTube pushes to a higher level of audience. Right here, a lot of people lose a lot of money because you lose the first trade, you lose the second trade, and you have a few percent, like, okay, pretty much you have great percentage of your equity left, and you feel like on the third trade you are going to risk all your money. And when you risk all your money, and because of the pressure and the emotional imbalance, you are likely going to pick the wrong trade, wrong entries, and you will lose your account. That is called revenge trading. When you approach the market with the wrong attitude, making you to take wrong entries or to take wrong assets. That is called revenge trading. So if you try to quit revenge trading, you try to stop revenge, and this is not letting you go, then that is the way you can become successful revenge trader. The reason behind revenge is no one wants to be depressed, no one wants to lose in self-esteem. The happiness that appears in your dopamine whenever you start making profit can suddenly change to sadness when you have deep losses, or when there is a deep drawdown. Okay, and because of that, you will be, your adrenaline will make you to revenge in the market. And you'll be like, you're at loss, and you'll be like, how will I feel? How will I feel in society? How will my family look at me? Like, what will be my expression if I don't recover this loss? What will be my expression? These are the things that will be going around in your mind. And okay, and if you don't take care of it, you will lose more money, because at that state your mind is not in order. You are psychologically down, and you are going to be taking on trade, because it takes time. You have to time trade. So when you try to revenge, you are no longer timing the trade. Okay, for a trade to be accurate in profit, or to give you enough profit instead of losing, that trade must be ready to move in a given direction, and that trade is going to have least drawdown. So if you are captivated by revenge, attitude, it will make you to always pick a losing trade. It will always make you to lose a lot of money. So how do you become a successful trader trying to revenge in the market? This is what I'm going to show you, and I'm going to MT5 to start explaining this. So right here, I'll start with the gold United States dollar, and I'll go to volatility 75 index to actually tell you how to become a successful revenge trader. When you are revenging, look at this. When you are revenging, you want to recover all the loss by hook. Whether there is opportunity in the market or not, you want to just recover it right now. You don't want to have patience. You feel like you don't want to lose your self-esteem. You feel like you don't want to be depressed, because imagine you have a $5,000 account, and you have already lost $4,000. Okay, do you know that with great patience and with right mentality, with right plan, you can still take your $1,000 back to $5,000? But when you're a revenge trader, you can easily lose all your money, because you feel like the whole world is against you and there's no more hope, and you feel like, let me just take this trade. If it is going to win, let it win. If it is going to lose, let it lose. That is a depressing state in the market. It can affect your mental health if your care is not taken. But you can still do this revenge and succeed, because at that level, if you learn how to revenge the right way, you become a flipper, and there is sudden rise in your loss size. There is sudden rise in the loss size, and this make you to quickly recover your losses with heavy profit alongside. Okay, imagine losing $4,000 account, and then you make the 4,000. Imagine losing 4,000 for $5,000 account, and you make the 4,000 back with extra, let's say $3,000 profits. That is power of revenge, if only you did it the right way. Now, take for instance, you came and sold good here simply because let's assume you came here, you know, right here there is a supply here, there is a supply with a bearish order block here. Okay, so immediately go tap here, the market crash, right, created a lower low, and then you feel like this market is still bearish. So the market is actually playing on your ignorance. Already the sell has happened here, and you want to look for more sells, right? And then you came because you notice there is a pullback, there is a breakout here, so you waited for a break and retest. So you waited for this retest, and then you place a trade here. Okay, right now you are not revenging, you are now following a particular strategy. I'm assuming you are following the retest, break and retest strategy, right? Which is not always like, it's not always accurate unless you deploy other technical tools, you know, including change of trend. Okay, so when you wait for this pullback, you suddenly put a sell and maybe put your sell here, and the market sold. But because you are likely going to put your take profit lower, right? And the market sells a little bit and then reverse and start going up. Okay, now let's assume you risk 50% of your equity, so you will have 50% left. At this level, you will not be happy with yourself, because you actually risk this 50% to make multiples like times 2, times 3, and all of that. You'll be down. And if somebody asks you, can't you have patience till tomorrow, or can't you have patience till another opportunity come, you'll be like, why should I have patience? It's not possible. I can never talk to anybody until I recover this profit. I can never speak to my wife until I recover this profit. I can never have any conversation or go to a social gathering unless I recover this. That is a revenge. But the revenge should have been accurate. The revenge should have been reasonable if you actually do it the right way. So what are the ways to revenge? How do you revenge rightly? Number one, if you want to revenge rightly, always find out why you lose your first or second trade or both. Find the reason why you lost those trades and never repeat that mistake. Then number two, okay, restudy or reanalyze the market characteristics, the market structure. Understand the market structure. Try to backtest, like try to know if you really understand the market structure. When you learn that, because you have to do your top-down analysis to know what is really happening in the market. So when you learn that, you will not see the reason why the trade you placed lost. Okay, so you have to do the opposite. Definitely, a selling trade that is lost because of few reasons. Number one, you entered wrongly and the market just buy and then take you out and then sell, or you sold a buying market. That means you traded a wrong direction, right? The same thing happens vice versa for buy, right? Now, always try to understand the mind of the market. When you understand the mind of the market, you can now revenge the right way. So you see that this 4-hour candle closes above this resistance, right? Support. This is a resistance, so it becomes support. So it closes above it. So all you need is some little pullback. You buy. Why you should buy here is not just because of what you are seeing here. You should actually buy gold because you know that this is a very strong demand and support zone, right? This is a very strong demand zone. So you buy go at this some of these low prices and allow your SL to be within this order flow, because the price is unlikely going to go there. And so what happened? Go fly. So if you flip your remaining equity here, you are going to recover the 50% loss with bigger profit. Okay, so I'm not going to be placing any trade, but I'm teaching you this and you should learn this the right way. We need to check other assets, and this is the 4-hour time frame, right? Let's gradually go to daily time frame, right? And so let's assume that you are monitoring this asset. I notice that there is a break of structure here. Okay, and then you feel like, oh, because this break is downward, so if the price pulls back here, it's going to sell, right? But because your entry was wrong, let's assume you go to lower time frame to enter this market, and then you see that the market actually starts selling a little bit, and you think that if you place a sell here, it will just go down, which is wrong. So you see what the market did? The market actually creates range using support levels. So if you are selling, you're supposed to sell the right way. So you're supposed to sell near resistances like here, like here, like here. So if you mistakenly sold elsewhere and the market took you out, you should have known that your entry is wrong. So when you are entering the next time and you see the price here, wait for price to go back to resistance and then you place your sell. Okay, so that way you are revenging the right way. So the problem here is you revenge on a wrong trade. That's the issue. So learn how to revenge on the right trade. About 95% of the time you are going to succeed, but whenever you revenge anyhow, you are going to lose. Thank you and bye for now.